So I think last class we discussed on event-based notification, right? So steps are same. So for any kind of use case related to event-based, you can follow these steps. Right. So next we'll talk about reports. Have we discussed about reports before?
No, sir.
Right. So reports are basically used for data analysis. Any report which you take, right, uh, talks about the data analysis. What do you mean by data analysis? So a large data you can compress to form a simple report. So looking at the simple report, you can understand what is the data. Right? So you have some raw data, and what you can do, you can use that raw data to prepare some graphical report. So looking at that graphical report, it makes uh, for everybody simple to understand what that report data is. Getting it? So if you give large data, nobody will understand. But if you prepare a simple report, graphical report, it will make everybody easier to understand what the data is. So similarly here also in ServiceNow, you can generate different reports, different types of reports using some data. Okay. So, so let's see. So there are different types of reports basically. So pie chart, bar graph, trend. So this is expected question, popular question in the certification. What type of reports? Okay, types of reports, right? So there are many, but these are some of important reports. So now, how do you work with reports? So you have some data. You have some data on the tables. Uh, say records data. You want to prepare some report out of the reports data. So you can type reports in the application navigator. Scroll down. So here you have application menu as reports, and then you have modules here. So view or run. If you want to view the existing reports, you can use this. If you want to create new report, you can use this module. Getting it? So click on this. So you can see here, these are all the existing reports. Each and every row here is nothing but a report. And see here, type is nothing but, so this is a type of report, type column. And when you place the cursor on this type, you can see the basic details of the report. So what is the title of it, and what on which table the report is generated, what type of report it is, with who all users the report is shared, When is this report created? When is this last modified? Is it a scheduled report or not? Right? So all those details you can see on hover of the mouse on the type field. Right. So now, so every report will have some title. So this is the title of the report, on which table the report is generated, on which table records data the report is generated. So this is a table, and so likewise you have different types of reports. This is called single score type of report. Single score type of report. You can see the count here. Wherever you are seeing count like this, it is called single score type of report. And this is other type called heat map. This is of type called list. So looking at the icon, you can understand what type of report it is. So this is something like a bar graph, and this is something like a pie chart, right? So these are different types of reports. So for example, open this report. Right? So you can see here there are different options or stages here using which you can build the report. So first is data. What is the report name? Okay. So here source of the report, source of the data is they're selecting as data source. So there are different sources here. One is table. From table records you can pull the data and then generate a report. And data source is a source, different source. For example, some other database or some other source of data apart from tables. So that you can consider as data source, right? And what is the data source name here? Incident alerts. Type. So here type is nothing but what type of report you want to generate. So here you see various types of reports here. So it is selected here. Single score is a report type. So this is a type of report. Configure, and here you can apply few more conditions, filter conditions. Style is nothing but you can make sure like this is formatted, edited or beautified. Can modify the styles of this particular report using these options. So under the styles. So let's take some use case and we'll work on it. Okay. So click on reports and then click on create new. So to create new report, so give some name. So what we will do, we'll title. So create a report on the incident table. Show the count. Create a report on the incident table and show the count of records based on each state. So now So I'm saying this is the name of the report, INC records count based on the state. Source, I'm taking it as table. So from incident table, we want to generate the data. So select the table here. Select the table, incident table, and then click on next. Select the type of report. So you can select any type of report here. Say, for example, let's select SPY. Okay, select PI, click on next. So here you can apply the few more conditions here. So basically we wanted to show the records count based on each state, right? So you can apply group by state. Okay, group by state, group by state, and aggregation, keep it as count because we want to show the count, right? So keep it as count. You have different values here: average, sum, count, distinct, maximum, minimum, standard deviation. Our case is we want to show the count, right? Keep it as count. Next, say next. See, the report is generated here. So on hold 12 records, in progress 2 records, closed 21, new 19 records. Getting it? So this is showing you the colors, different colors for different state-based records. You can see the uh, so we call this as legend. We call this as legend. So here, so these are the uh, settings using which you can make changes to this report style. Okay, so set palette. So here it is selected with this default UI 14. So if I select some other color, see, totally changed the color. Getting it? Chart size, large, medium, small, right? Title. So you can give the title here. So by default, it is taking the report title, but you can give the uh, chart title separately. So count incidents based on each state, right? So size of the chart title, you can say for example 30 pixel. So title will size will increase. So likewise, these are all the settings related to the title of the chart. Legend. So legend is nothing but this one. At the bottom, you see the details of each color. So legend horizontal alignment, it is in center. Okay. So if you want to make it left, you can select left here. So it becomes left, right. Then it is aligned to the right. So bottom is nothing but here it is bottom. So if you select top, middle, or top or middle, so it will come here. Top means top here, middle means here. So that way you can basically generate the report. It's a very simple topic where you will be asked to generate few reports for the customers. So you will do the same way. And you can share this report to the users. So you can click on the share. So you see some options here. So share, click on this share, save and continue. Saved it. So to which all users you want to share this report, you can give the permissions here. So visible to me. Me in the sense like only I can see this report, not anybody else. Everyone. So it is asking you to give the role. So if you want to give some role here, say for example this. So that means this role users only will have access. Only this role users will only have access. So likewise, any number of roles you give, only those role users will have the access to the report. Groups or admins. So you can select groups here. So whichever the group that you select, only that group will have access to this report. You can also add users manually. Okay, click on this. So you can add users manually here. So all the users, groups or roles that you added, only those users will have access to this report. Getting it? So right now I'm not giving any access to anybody, just giving access only to me. So that's about the share option. Next, schedule. So sometimes you want the report to run on every periodical basis. Getting it? So sometimes you may be requiring the report to run on weekly basis, right? So based upon the data present for that week, you want to generate the report. So in that case, you can schedule the report. Schedule the report. So you might be knowing this. So you're using bank account and every month you'll be receiving some statement. Getting it? Last month statement. So it's a report basically. A report which pulls the transactions for the last month and it will generate a PDF file for you and you will receive the file in the email. Getting it? Same concept here. So schedule is nothing but you can schedule a report to run on periodical basis, maybe once in a month or once in a week, right? Or daily basis, right? Once in a year, right? Or on random basis, say for example, for every 3 days. So these schedules you could have to run the report. So you can schedule this report to run. So click on schedule. So you can give the report schedule name here. So by default, it will take schedule execution of the report name. But if you want to give any other name, you can give. So which report we are scheduling? So this is a report name and which all users supposed to receive. So you can add the users here. Okay, can add the users here. Say this user, for example. So this user is a recipient now for this report. He will receive the report. When are you supposed to run it? Say, for example, these are the different periods or schedules that you could use. Getting it? So you can say daily, say daily morning, 9 o'clock. The report should run. Okay. Next, subject line. So give the subject line for the report. Say daily report for the incidence count. Right. So you can give the body. Hello team. Attached is the daily report. Incidence count. Thanks. Okay. So include the attachment. So what type of report? So you can select here. If you want to have a PNG file type, you can use this. If you want to have PDF, you can use other. Okay. So you can use PDF. If you want to zip the report into a zip file, you can use this. Right. Submit. So now report is scheduled to run on every day. Getting it? So we'll see that. So you can check here schedule reports, type reports. Under reports, you have scheduled reports. Click on this. See here, this is the one, right? Scheduled report. So it runs at 9 o'clock every day. And what you can do, you can run it manually if you want. So if you run it, you can use this. Execute now. Click on this, so the report will run. Getting it? Report is run. So user should have received email. Go to email logs. Okay. Go to email logs. See here, email log is generated. Daily report for the incident count. Which user? This user. Open this log. See here, the report is attached in the email log. So this report will be sent to the user. If you can download it, you can check what this report contains. Right. So this is the report, PDF report. Anybody has any questions? Right. So if you want to export this report, you can use this export to PDF option. Getting it? You can export to this PDF option. And if you want to publish this report, okay, you can use this publish option. Next, add to dashboard. What is this add to dashboard? So generally, there will be some dashboards, okay, used, and the dashboard contains different reports placed in a single place. Okay, so we'll see. So dashboards, self-service dashboards. Click on this. So these are the different dashboards, and which all are owned by others. Dashboards generally will be owned by few people, right? So a dashboard generally contains different reports together. Different reports together. So if I, for example, I click on this dashboard. See here. So this is a dashboard where I can see some report data. So this is one report. This is other report. And these are all other reports. Getting it? So from a single screen, I can see different data. This generally could be used by some manager, team manager. So team manager wants to understand what the team is doing. So how the team is performing. So he can have this kind of dashboard and he can prepare some reports here, add them onto the dashboard. So every day once he opens this dashboard, he can see what's the data on each of the report. Looking at the data, he will understand what's going on in the team. Getting it? So, 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 uh, we can also add reports to the dashboards. Getting it? So we can also add reports to the dashboard. And how do we do that? Let's see. So you have option here called dashboard, add to dashboard. Click on this, add to dashboard. Select the dashboard name. So what is the dashboard name? Incident overview, right? So this is the dashboard name. And where do you want to add? You can select the tab as well. So there's only one tab. Click on it. Add. See here, our report is added to the dashboard. So this way you can add the reports to the dashboards. Getting it? Any questions? Anybody has any questions?
Oh, sir.
All right. So I think we are good with the administration topics. So with this, we completed the administration. So we are about to step into development. Anybody has any questions, please ask me. So I'll just give you what all things we are going to discuss in the development at high level. So generally, development requires we have to write different types of scripts here. So we'll be using JavaScript. JavaScript is the scripting language which we'll be using to write the script. So if you're already aware of JavaScript, then that becomes easy for you because you know the syntax, how do you write. If you do not know, no problem. So I'll be teaching you the basics of JavaScript as part of development. Okay. So the JavaScript basics will be of around like 2 classes approximately. Right. So after that, we'll be stepping into the actual development. So we'll be covering the JavaScript with respect to ServiceNow. I'm not going to teach you the complete JavaScript. So whatever is required for the ServiceNow, right? Whatever the level of scripting understanding is required for ServiceNow, I'll teach to that level, and then we'll be using those concepts in all the scripting areas in ServiceNow. So I also suggest you to go through some tutorials on JavaScript regularly. Okay. So parallelly, you can also do some uh, learning through the. Just a moment, guys. Right. So I'll be sharing you some tutorials. You can also go through them. So that will give you understanding on JavaScript. So let me share some So you can refer to this. This is one of the tutorial where it explains the concepts, with examples, okay, in detail. So you can go through these topics to understand how to write scripting in JavaScript. Getting it? So take some extra time and then practice. And from my side as well, I'll teach you the ServiceNow JavaScript. How do we use, right? So think we are good with this. So just explore on this so that you'll get some idea. So from tomorrow onwards, we'll start the JavaScript basics. Then we'll continue on the development. Any questions on administration so far? Anybody? Alivelu, Mahesh, Deepika, Shivshankar. All right, guys. Thank you. We'll connect tomorrow.